I want a trumpet intro. I want to do that. When I walk in for Bloom Pod, I want a trumpet intro.
Well, like you're doing the edit this week, so you do what you will with this.
Oh, yeah, I am. Okay, yeah, I want to walk into trumpets.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the program. Episode 10 of Bloom Pod.
We made it.
We made it 10 episodes. Can't believe they're letting us do it. Here we are. We've done this 10 times. Probably 12 or 13 times if you count our entire episodes that we've shot and we've cut. But here we are. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Episode 10 of Bloom Pod. My name is Jake, joined by my colleague, confidant, Matthew DeFazio.
What was that?
Confidant?
I've never even heard of that. Can we give that a Google?
Look it up. I'm joined by my friend Matthew. We both do customer service here at Bloom Audio, and we sell personal audio. What's confidant definition?
A person with whom one shares a secret or private matter, trusting them not to repeat it to others.
Well, maybe confidant's not the right word. Do we have any secrets?
Yeah, I'm sure we do.
Yeah, but not like...
Not any pressing.
Oh, Neil Snyder's going to have a hoot with this one. Neil Snyder mentioned 40 seconds into the podcast. Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Oh, it is.
Guys, this is our 10th episode, man. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, for all the love, all the support. Just thanks for listening. I just still can't believe people even listen to this. We've been getting a
hard to believe
pretty steady view count. So all the same 400 people that tune in every episode.
It is consistent.
Yeah, it's very consistent. It kind of freaks me out when I think about it, so I just try not to. But Matt, how you doing today, man? Monday morning.
Good, man. I was telling you, I feel like I got that reverse sleep effect, where maybe I got too much sleep.
You got too much sleep last night?
It's crazy. But.
Yeah, dude. It's kind of a snoozy morning. This is going to be a weird couple of weeks at Bloom.
Yeah, it is.
So
what's the statistic? We're not going to see a whole Bloom team until like September 8th. 8th, yeah.
Yeah, today's the last day where everyone here at Bloom is going to be in person, in office, working until September 8th. We got me and Chin and Oat and Emio and Andrew are all gone the rest of this week. And then next week, you're going to be gone halfway through the week. Chin's going to be gone, and then you'll be gone the whole next week. And then Andrew's going to be out of town. Like, it's going to be a weird couple of weeks here at Bloom. I feel like it's like the calm before the storm. But
doesn't stop us, though.
Doesn't stop us.
We're ready.
It's going to be Bloom Pod every Wednesday, and the next 2 episodes after this. It's a bummer that the cards didn't align for the 10th episode to be special. But the next 2 episodes, they're going to look a little different, folks. Yep. I'm not going to spoil anything. Definitely be tuning in. Here's a little plug. Turn on post notifications for Bloom Audio, because you are not going to want to miss the next 2 Wednesday episodes. We have our first guest appearance coming on next week, and then we have our second guest appearance the following week. And unfortunately, my brother Matthew will not be here for that. So I have someone joining me. I think it's going to be a really fun episode. Yeah. So definitely stay tuned. Bloom Pod. Craziness is striking Bloom over the next couple of weeks, but Bloom Pod stands strong.
Yep.
Every Wednesday, baby.
Yep.
I hope you guys look forward to it like we do.
We sure do.
We have always like to start with a little fun little icebreaker. Unfortunately, I think last episode our icebreaker took 40 minutes. Yeah. So that's never the idea, but it's natural, man.
I like it. It's fun.
I don't mind.
I actually like icebreakers. I think they're very fun.
Yeah. You wanted to do like a Would You Rather segment, which I think is fun. So
like a sleepover, At a sleepover and you're doing a little Would You Rather.
Yeah, welcome back to the Slumber Party.
Yeah, we're rebranding.
Yeah, Slumber Party with Bot and Crank is the new.
Every episode goes live at midnight.
Oh, yeah. Cute. Everybody get in your nightgowns. I picture you with like the classic hat with the long thing, and like you're holding a tray with a candle. You would have that. I go over to your place, I show up and you're in that garment. I don't even know. What do you even call that? A nightgown?
A nightgown. I would call it a nightgown.
Can you please Photoshop a picture of you in a nightgown in for this episode?
I can do that.
Yeah. Maddie's editing the video this week, so it's probably going to be a lot better production quality. So
no, you've been adding more visual effects than I was. So
been trying. Well, you know what? I'm just dedicated, man.
Yeah, you are
dedicated to Final Cut. Andrew has had to buy it 3 times for the company, so let's get our money's worth, baby. Transitions. All right, let's get into Would You Rather. The first one you came up with, and I came up with two that you're not prepared for.
Yep.
So let's start with the one that you are prepared for. Would you rather have 3 sub $500 IEMs or 1 flagship IEM?
1 flagship for sure. Yeah. Especially, I think Marty mentioned with the flagship IEM.
Well, if it's not $3,000,
he don't even want to listen to it. I think what you're getting with 1 flagship, to me, I like having a collection. I do have a collection, but I think I could just get away with having 1 flagship. I really do. I think I could walk away.
Would you trade your collection for 1 flagship?
Yeah.
Wow. What would it be, bro?
Like my whole collection?
Trade or my IEM, your IEM collection.
Yeah, I trade my IEM collection for a flagship. Yeah.
Do you know what flagship it would be?
Well, right now retail quality, like retail price tag of my IEM collection is around like $2,000, $2,100. So if I could trade that, I'd probably get. Oh, actually, no, it's around $2,800 because I didn't even factor in the Prismatica. Because I can't even. Okay, no. So I wouldn't because I can't trade my Prismatica. I can't.
But for the sake of the question and the conversation.
Yeah. Sure, I could get away with having just 1 flagship. Yeah. Yeah, because I'd probably get. Ooh, that's really tough. I really like the Hercules Audio Moses. I like that one a lot. I listened to that Can Jam New York City. And
I didn't listen to that
It's so balanced. It's so thoughtful. It's so detailed. It's like an upgraded U12T, basically. And I feel like with EQ, I add like a little bit of bass shelf. I can do anything with it. Like,
what's its main selling point? Is it like warmer? Is it more like neutral?
It's like a warm neutral. Like again, like U12T type. Like I wouldn't say U12T is incredibly neutral. I'd say it is neutral, but it leans a little bit warmer. It's got a little bit of a bass kick. So yeah, I could totally just live with the Moses and just be totally cool. Annihilator, Elysian Annihilator. I could definitely live with that one.
Do you remember when I thought that was the new Fat Freak IM?
I was like, dude, this is blowing my mind right now with the way you're describing a Fat Freak IM. I think this is not what I'm accustomed to them making.
Yeah, I can share the story after. I don't want to cut you off because I think that's a funny story.
No, I'd like for you to share because I think Hercules Audio Moses. I could live with Valhalla as my flagship too.
That would be my pick.
Storm.
I was gonna say you didn't mention the subtitle.
Yeah, just because like that, my collection doesn't like equal that amount. Now I don't think it equals the Moses either, but for hypothetical situation, those would be like my top picks. Like I just love those IEMs, and I could totally live with just one of those and be totally fine, especially with EQ.
Should I share my Annihilator story?
Yes, please.
So I was at what booth would it have even been at? It wasn't the Fat Freak booth. I guess it was the Effect Audio booth.
I was going to say Effect Audio.
So I heard that, and this was I've only been to one Can Jam, and Can Jam in February was, I don't know, it was maybe the 2nd or 3rd weekend of February or whatever it was. So I was like 5 weeks into my job here at Plume. I was 5 weeks into the audiophile world. I was fresh, baby. And Fat Freak, we love Fat Freak here. We have I think we have pretty much all their demos for the most part, and obviously Deuce is an office favorite around here. Mm-hmm. That was when the first variant of the GMA was out. That was I still think it's a great. I mean, Grand Maestro Anniversary Edition is terrific, but
that's another one I could live with just for the sake of it. That there.
Yeah. But anyway, so we just, Fat, and, I'm 4 or 5 weeks in. I mean, I'm not super comfortable with all the brands yet. But Fat Freak is a brand that I've been listening to a lot. And I heard when I was at Can Jam that there's a new Fat Freak prototype called Quantum, and it's at the Effect Audio booth. So I was like, oh, this is sweet. I already know Fat Freak. This will be fun to get to listen to an IM that hasn't come out yet, know. So I go over to the Effect Audio booth alone, and I was like, I think that the Annihilator was wrapped up in a coil on top of one of those Fat Freak metal circular cases, right? And so I didn't know what Quantum looked like, and so I just see an IEM on top of a gold Fat Freak case or whatever it was. It said Fat Freak X Effect Audio Quantum, but then the Annihilator was on top of it. So I was like, I want to listen to that. And they were like, sure, man, check it out. So I spent about 10 minutes there at the booth. I think I used your DAP, and I was just listening to the Annihilator. And I was like, wow, man, this is so incredible. I was like, how much is this going to be? And they're like, oh, it's going to be, you know, whatever, $759. And they're like, it's just one planar. I was like, shut up. This is the best I am in the world. And I'm like, I'm talking to the Effect Audio. I'm like, I think we're carrying this. Like, I don't, and they're thinking we're going to start bringing on the Annihilator. And they're like, sweet, man, that's awesome. Yeah, well, you know, welcome to the hobby, you know, well. And I go back to our room at Bloom and I'm like, dude, you got to check out the new Fat Freak I Am. It's so good. It's a planar. And I'm just describing, like, the vocals are just incredible. And, like, I'm just freaking out over the Annihilator.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the Quantum. And then I think someone went and listened to it and they were like, yeah, like our impressions are way different. Like that's not what Quantum sounds like at all. Like you're so noob, dude. And it turns out I've never actually had listened to the Quantum. I was listening to a different IM, which is so funny because I actually love
you love the Quantum. Yeah.
I did like a good bit of that was like my first article I think I wrote, and I did like a review. I think Quantum's like incredible. But it's so funny, like, yeah, compared to the Annihilator, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like yeah, these IAMs are great, but compared to Storm, like okay, like I just think that's such a funny story. I had no idea.
Because thinking of Annihilator just being a single planar at $759, like I would buy this like immediately.
Oh yeah, I would too. I thought I was like, holy crap, Fat Freak is really up to something with this one. This
were
crazy.
For sure.
Oh man, that was one of my noob moments for sure. First of many. But yes, that's interesting that you would pick a flagship over three $500 IMs. I would go three sub $500 IMs. Yeah, I think so, because I'd rather it be like versatile, because there's just a lot of I just have like a lot of use applications for IMs that extend past lit music listening. So I would rather grab three IMs, because I think that the race to the bottom is so competitive, and I would probably like I use IMs when I'm here listening to music, but I also listen to IMs. Like I've been in Logic a lot recently, like writing music, and like I've been loving just using some of the IMs that we have when recording. Has been so much fun. But then also at church, like we have youth camp this week. I listened to Orchestra Light yesterday. We had like a 4-hour rehearsal, just drumming, and like, man, the seal I got with the Orchestra Light was so good.
Dude, it's bananas.
It was like actually like adding pressure, and my ear tip kept getting stuck in my ear. So like I would say something, and then Alan next to me would like, he would like look at me and start talking. And it's like, and I'm so I would like go to take my right IM out, because he was on my right side, and then the ear tip is in my ear. Like it's so deep,
dude.
And I'm like, hold on, like trying to get the. That's a scary moment.
I had a guy at Exponent get an ear tip stuck in his ear to the point where I was like, we might need like medical
tweezers.
Dude, I kid you not. It was probably a 7-minute thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like that. Like, and I'm not laughing at
Were
it.
you in there helping them get it out?
I wasn't.
That's funny.
But like the sheer look of panic on his face.
The first time it happened to me, I panicked.
Because I've been there too, so that's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at him struggling. It was just like, I was there in his shoes one day, just being like, dude, I'm not gonna get this ear tip out of my ear. Like I'm freaking out. Like I need help. So and he finally got it out, but holy cow, man, it was an ordeal. It was an absolute ordeal. So
I would grab probably I would like get myself a setup. Like I would get like Kiwi Ears Punch for like really fun, engaging listening. I would grab KE4 for more of a neutral listen. And then I'd grab something for live sound. KE4 would work, but I would probably something along the lines of the Orchestra Light. Honestly, the Top Pro would be like I listened. I drummed with that a couple weekends ago, and it was terrific. But I would just rather have like if someone gave me that option, like was going to gift that to me, I think that's where I would go, because I do value, and that's why I think is special about the hobby and all the different IMs. Like we talk about this, like how they're like really like art pieces, and a flagship thing would be so cool. I think for me, it also seems like so out of reach right now. Like I'm just not in the market for a flagship. So like I'm just so excited about the sub $500 IM. So I think that's where I would go. Yeah, I'd do like Punch, KE4, and Top Pro or something. I gotta say KE4, another fun story. Alan, who plays bass at the church, is just like one of the best, literally one of the best musicians. He's like a sneaky, because he hasn't done it in a while. I don't even know if you would know, but like Alan Finn is like just one of the most talented musicians I've ever met.
Wow. Okay, yeah,
like unbelievable.
Yeah, I would not have.
So he's been getting back into it, and he's playing bass. And he was texting me like a couple weeks ago about grabbing a new IM for youth camp this year, and I hooked him up with a KE4 because I was like, this will be good for live sound. He said he wanted like a little bit of punch in the low end. He's playing bass, and he's like, dude, I want your kick drum slamming, and like I really want to hear it. And so I hooked him up with a KE4, and he's listening to it yesterday, and he didn't listen to it before rehearsal. Like he literally just showed up to rehearsal. Like, I'm the nice HDK tips. He's like, dude, this feels unbelievable. Like so we start playing and messing around, and he's like playing, and I see him like messing with stuff. And maybe I just think like on his M48, he's getting his mix right. And he's like, so then we play a couple songs. He takes his IM out. He's like, dude, something sounds off. Like something sounds weird with the KE4. And I'm like, oh, what a bummer. Like I'm just thinking like, first of all, I'm like embarrassed because like he spent money on our company, and I'm like, I'm with him, and like something's going wrong. I'm like, oh man, like what's going on? And he's like, well, when I pluck the bass, like it sounds good, but like I hear like it's like I can hear my finger plucking the bass. Like I've never heard that before. Like there's like this like high pitched like noise every time my finger plucks the bass. And I was like, let me listen to it. So we switched ear tips, and like I gave him the orchestra light, and then I grabbed the KE4, and we're playing through a song, and I'm like, and I'm drumming, I have the bass all the way up, and like I'm just like, I don't really know what you're hearing, man. Like I don't think there's a problem. And then he was like, yeah, it's the same thing with these IMs. And we realized like he literally had his first experience with like this grade gear, and he's like, honestly, I just don't think I'm used to this much detail. I've never heard anything like this in my life.
Wow.
So like,
bro got the string pluck plied rules rides and
bro got the five. He had a five-string bass
guitar.
Yeah, he literally got the.
Bro had the HBB experience.
He literally had the HBB experience so much that it freaked him out.
He doesn't know about.
He was like, something's wrong. Why do I hear this? Like he's just never heard that level of detail in the low mids.
5-string bass guitar experience.
Yeah. It's like that.
That's so.
Isn't
ridiculous.
that funny?
That's a cool story.
It's an interesting like first like his first experience with high end audio. Like it almost like concerned him. He's like, something's wrong. Like, what is this noise? I'm like, that's just incredible detail.
For a musician to notice that too, that's really cool. Like,
I thought that was funny. And then like when we realized, he's like, I'm like, and obviously when Chim was there, and like, I was like, yeah, man, nothing's wrong. Like, this is just what it is. Like, you gotta get some brain burn in, baby. Like,
so fun. Yeah. That's so funny, dude.
It was funny. He loves it though. He loves it.
Good. I'm glad.
Next question. Would you rather? This is really fun. So you don't know these ones.
Yeah.
Would you rather have your dream headphone or your dream desktop rig, assuming that if you get one, you can't have the other?
Man, I thought I had an answer, but I really, I'm going to go dream desktop rig. I'm going to go with that. Yeah. I just think something that's seamless with like EQ functionality, great sound, awesome interface.
Yeah.
Great like footprint. Like it's small, it's still, compact. Like I think that I was actually listening to headphones today, and this is crazy. This is a crazy thing to say that I'll probably regret later on, but like
say it.
I could just get away with listening to my new RX and R70X Refine for the rest of my life for headphones. I just don't I don't see, every time I listen to a new upgrade or a new headphone, like I'm just like, I'm never interested in upgrading from my setup. Like it's just not like that for me, man. I listen to IEMs and I'm like, man, I could really own this IEM. Like I listen to new source gear and I'm like, I would love to have the source gear. I listen to new speakers and I'm like, I'd love to have these speakers. Yeah. Headphones, I'm just like, there is not much compelling me to get anything new.
Yeah, you've kind of hit your end game. I mean, first of all, the Nora X is a great headphone.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And the R70, you have the R70X?
Yeah, the R70X are fine.
Yeah, and that's a great budget headphone.
Yeah, I just don't like, and maybe it's also because I have access to headphones here. Yeah, but like I still don't really take advantage of that to the fullest extent. But like, I'm just thinking like, if I really had my dream desktop setup that I could use on my headphones now. Now, if you were like, your dreams desktop gear or like never listen to headphones again, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. Yeah, but like if I kept my current collection, I'm going dream desktop setup, man.
I'm going dream desktop setup.
Yeah,
and
we're headphone haters.
I know,
because we want more from them. I know. Is that too much to ask for? No. Can we get some headphones that we really love?
It's not that I'm unsatisfied with the state of headphones in this hobby, because man, there's some awesome headphones, and like I own I own the FT1 Pros. Like those are great headphones. Like I would love to get the 109 Pros. I would love to get the Ari Unveiled. Like there's a ton of
Ari Unveiled's really good.
Yeah, there's a ton of headphones I really enjoy, and we talk about it all the time. But the Dan Clark E3s are like incredible. Mm-hmm. But I just am generally unsatisfied, like with like most new headphone releases. Like I can't tell you the last time a headphone came out, and now I've only been working here in this calendar year, you know, and it's August.
But think about how much you've been impressed by already.
Yeah. So, well, what in terms of IMs?
Yeah. In terms of source gear, like that's the thing. Where I'm like, you know,
exactly. I can't tell you. Like, I don't know that any headphone that's come out this year has blown me away like the Mark IV or the Quantum or like the SP4000, like exactly like what we're saying. So there's a lot of headphones that are really good. I just haven't, unfortunately, in the 7 months I've been in this, I haven't had a headphone release where I'm like, this is getting me fired up. And I think just because of that, like I would go with the Rig as well, because and exactly like what you're saying. And Vinny was just talking about this too. We disagreed, but he was saying that like flagship headphones are more exciting than flagship IEMs.
That's so interesting to me. I can't even.
Well, Vinny's like a headphone guy.
He is, yeah.
But I just completely disagree.
I completely disagree as well.
And so for me, like as more of an IEM,
he's listening right now. He deserves
that. He doesn't deserve that.
He doesn't.
People just probably know how much we love Vinny already.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Vinny stops in. It's always a good time.
Yeah. Just
such a good dude. But yeah, we did disagree with that. He was like, I just think flagship headphones are so much more exciting. And like, I would just completely disagree. And then because of that, I would love to go your route. Like, you know, like I think the best sounding headphone is OG Sesfara.
Okay.
So like, even if you're going to get the OG Sesfara, you have to basically have a dream desktop setup to even run it. So like, or even the E3s, like those are some power hungry planars. And like, that would be a great like I would love to own the Dan Clark E3s, of course, like if I had a setup for it, but I just don't. I have one on my freaking desk at work and we have a demo unit, so I can listen to E3s whenever. So I think for me, I'm the same way. I'd get that new topping. Yeah. I'd get that new topping DAC. I would go crazy with a Cayenne amp. Like,
yeah, I'd get the D900 and probably the Cayenne Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the Cayenne Soul on my desk right now.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I was making fun of Vinny. He when he came in last week or whenever you weren't here, he came in 2 days in a row actually.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't there for
either of them. It was like your honeymoon, I guess.
No, I was working from home.
Oh yeah,
the crawl space.
Oh yeah, because you faked an ankle injury. That's right.
All right. All right. Can I pull up a picture of my foot on screen? Right
I don't
now?
think you should do that.
I'm not going to.
Ugly.
Yeah,
it was ugly. Yeah. But when Vinny was in, I was making fun of him because he was like, man, he brought in headphones for us. I think he's traded in a pair of headphones. I forget what they were, but you know, we were just listening to it, and he was like, dude, listen to it on the Soul. I was like, dude, you know what's funny? I haven't listened to a single headphone since the Soul's been on my desk. It's only been IEMs.
Wow.
Isn't that funny?
That's ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah.
I still.
You should listen to Ari Unveiled on that.
Yeah,
that was my main setup. I had a Cutest, an Eversoul DMPA6, and a Cayenne Soul in the Ari Unveiled. It's like, what could I possibly ever need more than this? This is ridiculous. Yeah, I guess for me, it's also like I kind of feel guilty. Like if I'm working on a review, I kind of feel guilty if I'm listening to something that I'm not reviewing. Yeah, no, I get that. I do the same thing. I've had the Scarlet in my ears for like 3 weeks now. And to be honest, like I just got the article, the Scarlet. Prelude, right? Prelude. Dude, that's so funny. I called it. You know what I'm thinking? Like, what are we talking about? Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 the interface that I've been using. Dude, I've been making so much music, dude. I see the red. I see the red metal shell, and I'm thinking of the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. Yeah. All my producer friends know that's a bass Scarlett budget. The GOAT. Yeah, I see that every single rate my setup. Like, unless you have the Apollo. Hey, isn't it funny how some of these names intertwine? Yeah, they do. I was talking to Marty about there's a plugin. There's a plugin, a reverb company for plugins on the DAWs called Valhalla. Mm-hmm. So like Valhalla Supermassive is like a really good free reverb plugin. Yeah. Valhalla Vintage Reverb, Vintage Verb is like this brand Valhalla makes unbelievable plugins, right? And it's so funny that when I started working here, one of the first flagship IMs that came out was a The Audio Valhalla.
And every time someone said Valhalla, I just thought of that plugin. I'm like, oh, the plugin. And then I kind of wasn't really doing music stuff for a couple of months when I started working here. And then I got so used to Valhalla because I love that IEM that then like the last couple of weekends I've been like grinding music again. And I go to like my plugins. I'm like, the audio Valhalla. Like it switched. I went from only thinking of the plugin to it's funny how all those. But even like we have Aegis, like I mean like every brand has an Aegis now. Every brand has a Luna. It is funny how some of these names get recycled.
Luna went on a streak there.
Z got Luna, Grand Luna, and did Campfire make a Luna too?
No, it's the Luna from Asshole and Kern, and then Grand Luna's the Campfire. I'm sorry, I just no, Grand Luna's Campfire, and then the Luna's the Asshole and Kern Planar, and then Luna is from Zigot.
Which we haven't heard yet.
No, we just got notice that that's actually going to be shipped out soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another Zigot release. Yep. We'll talk about that next week. We're going to talk a lot about that next week. Cool, man. Yeah, so that was the next one. I had one more question for Would You Rather, and it was... this one's so troll.
Oh, I can't wait.
Would you rather... This is a forever thing. Okay? So, would you rather... only be able to use stock tips.
Oh my gosh.
Forever.
Okay.
Or stock cables. Forever.
Oh, stock cables.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bummer because I'm already thinking of the MK4. I'm thinking about some, like I just listened to the FIO FT7 for the first time.
Yeah.
And that cable I already just don't like at all. Yeah, there's some bummers out there for sure. The Audio Valhalla is a little bit of a bummer cable.
Whoa, I don't hate that cable.
It's fine.
People give the audio cables such a hard time.
64 audio is a bummer.
Yeah,
that's a bummer cable. Old Zigot cables, big bummer.
Oh, trash.
The new ones are better.
No, they're good.
They're good.
Better. I'd even say that they're great.
No, come on. They're good. I'll give you good. Can we meet there? Can we meet at good?
We'll meet at good. Let me shake your hand without.
You're not going to say they're great. You're not going to say they're better?
All right, well, no, I'm not going to do that thing. I like the new Zigot cables.
Good.
Sue me.
I will. I'm not taking it to court because I think they're fine.
Dude, you are so picky with cables, man.
I'm so picky.
I'm pretty picky, but like, dude, with maybe it comes into. Is it the aesthetics for you, or is it the build?
It's both. It's both.
I think the fact that they're like just at least admit that they're leaps and bounds better than the OG cable.
Sometimes.
Oh, you're so cringe.
Sometimes quantum cable's a little too thick. It's a little too thick for me.
That's an effect audio cable.
It's a little too thick.
I actually like it.
It's a little too thick for me.
Thick with two C's, man.
Yeah, THICC. That thing's thick. It's weighing down on my ears. It's just a little much.
You're so ridiculous.
I am not. I am a man that knows what he likes, and that
I respect a man that knows what he likes. As I always say, I respect a man that knows what he likes. However, I still think it's kind of cringe.
So you're going to be using stock cables, or you're going to be sticking with being able to swap cables, or are you going to stick with ear tips?
Yeah, I guess I got to do stock cables as well. It is a bummer.
It's a bummer.
I was thinking maybe I could switch it up and go stock tips because, ironically, the Scarlett the Prelude from the Prelude, the Dita Audio Prelude. Just wrote an article on it, shooting a video on it. I'm exposing myself. I promise. I have like hours of listening time, analytical listening time with this IM. I promise I know what it's called. The Prelude stock tips are like pretty good, which is so funny.
There's good stock tips out there. I'm not trying to say there's never good stock tips, but
Origin tips.
Seriously. 80% of the time, aftermarket tips are better.
Yeah. Fat Freak stock tips are good.
Yeah.
And that's where I draw the line.
Yeah. Because a lot of times you can get like Final Series E tips. Fine. Dunu has pretty good stock tips included usually because they have like a coffee ear tip knockoff. Yeah. Yeah.
We got to get the coffee tips.
I know.
Headphones.com be talking about those coffee tips.
I know. Are they game changing?
And they link them.
Are they game changing like that?
Dude, I got it.
Because I see such polarizing reviews.
Don't they kind of look cool?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They almost look like they would fit like a Baroque. I don't know that they would sound quite like a Baroque. It's not as wide.
We're going to get them. Let's get them next
Dude,
next
they're
week.
Like $2. Like headphones.com.
You want to split them?
Yeah, let's split them. I don't know if I got that on me. Let's split the coffee tip variety pack. And headphones.com links it. And it's so funny because I'm like, man, they always talk about how great these tips are. Like, I've never even heard of them. Coffee tips. That's
I heard them a
interesting.
lot a few can jams ago. Like a lot. Like everybody had them. Like they were all the rage. And now I feel like I don't see them as much.
Yeah. Well, it's like I was like, I wonder who's making these, and I go and it's like AliExpress link. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
are they that good? Well, that's like the nice HTK thing. Like, there's some freaking hidden gems out there.
There
man.
is. We're gonna order a pack. We're gonna get a review on this.
Yeah. I just realized, man, I don't. Dude, do you remember where we were gonna pivot from here? Because we have our CS question of the week, but. Where were we going to pivot?
Yeah, we were going to pivot.
We came up with something. I didn't write it down.
Now we're going to get this right now. Now we're going to get it right now.
Don't editor Matt, don't cut this out because people need to know. Let's just be real.
We're going to be real.
What the heck are we going to talk
about? No, I know what it is. We were going to talk about is there yep, I got it.
Oh, yes, you
accuracy.
got it. Okay.
Is accuracy in this hobby a real thing? Is there such thing as IM being accurate?
Yes.
Or a headphone being accurate?
Okay, yes. So thank you, Matt, for that layout.
No problem.
Yeah, we talked about audiophile jargon before, and something that and this might even be good for me, dude, because like I think something that sometimes when I'm like describing an IM, you ever say something and you're like, I've just heard people say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like you come up with a new bit and it's like that was too funny for that to be an original thought. Like who did you hear say that you're claiming? I love stealing jokes, but I'll tell someone like it's really accurate sound reproduction. Yeah. And like I have like a baseline understanding of what it is, but that is an interesting but if these IMs are tuned and configured in such ways, like, well, what even is accuracy then at that point? Like, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I'd say actually doesn't exist. And I say that a lot to customers. Like, I'll be like, to my, like, ear, this sounds accurate. And then I'll always put in, like, parentheses, like, whatever that means. Because my definition of accuracy is not going to be yours. Like, there's accuracy in terms of statistics in sports where it's very measurable. Like, okay, Tom Brady was relatively accurate quarterback throughout his entire life.
Relatively.
Alex Pajeda has a pretty accurate, significant strike rate of, landing a punch at like 62%. Yeah. I don't know if that's actually it. That would be cool if I got right on the money. But like, there's ways to measure that in like sports and, I'm sure like cars and watches and everything like that. But in this hobby, it's like, well, where would you even start? Like, okay, maybe the Harmon target at one point was quote unquote accurate because it was
accurate to what though? That's what I keep trying to get at. What accurate to what?
Like it was a study of what a bunch of people, preferred to listen to. So, maybe that target's accurate, but I say it doesn't exist because it really doesn't mean anything. Like, I listened to a planar, at this point, we already broke Z Got Horizon. We might as well talk about some sound impressions, but I'll preface it with this. Apparently, this is an early tuned IEM, so nothing we say is going to be vocal or going to be fine.
James is going to be mad at you,
James is going to be like, what's going on here?
James is like, hey, it's fine that you talked about Horizon. Just don't give sound impressions. 2 weeks later, all right, guys, so here's the first prototype of this new Z Got IEM.
And like that IEM to me, and we both said this, like sounded very accurate. Had the planars.
Yeah.
I'd say
almost painfully accurate.
Yeah, I'd say Brain Dance is pretty accurate with the micro planars. It's still pretty aggressive in the bass. It's definitely colored in the treble.
I wouldn't think of Brain Dance is accurate.
Yeah, like it's just there's IEMs out there. There's headphones. Lush. Yeah, there's I see like that's so funny to me. People say like Lush is very uncolored accurate. I don't see that at all.
Okay, U6T.
Yeah, closer for sure.
There seems to be some sort of common trend that when we say accurate, we are talking about like kind of like uncolored, neutral. Unsaturated, like not just neutral, but even reference leaning. Because it's like we could say neutral. Like I'd say like the Monarch MK3 is like neutral, warm leaning with like more
I always
end,
describe it as that, and I'm like, man, is that even right? Like it sounds bassy, it sounds warm, it sounds emotional.
I mean,
but it does sound accurate.
I've always like a lot of these IMs are pretty versatile, and so like I think when you like you have like the list of like reference, neutral, fun, or engaging, or whatever. I just say fun.
I like fun.
Yeah, so like Spectromica's fun.
Fun.
Deuce is fun.
Can I put Spectromica in between neutral and fun? Can I put it there?
Yeah, maybe you're right. So like Deuce is fun.
Deuce is like all the way
on fun.
Spectromica is like close. Because Spectromica at times I'm like, wow, this is very natural, like almost natural, like rich. But yeah, it's got that basic.
So like Spectromica is a little bit closer to fun than maybe Monarch MK3 would be. And then you have this neutral range of like Top Pro is like neutral, but it's not reference. U12T is like neutral, but it's not reference. And then you get on to the reference side. So like it's funny where things like rank in this like long scale. And I guess when you talk about accuracy, it could mean different things to different people. And the other thing with accuracy, you have to define like what you're talking about in terms of accuracy. Because if I think of a reference IM, oh, you put your Chipotle order in. I was thinking of a
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I put mine in while you were talking. I'm trying to think of like, there's just so many different applications for the gear that we sell. And if you look at something like the Aspire series from 64 Audio or the Stage 3 from Noble, like those would claim accuracy in a sense of like you have these plugged into your M48s and like your packs of where you're making your EQ for live sound. And like these are tailored towards musicians. But then even the Aspire series, we'll talk about how you get the best vocals for live sound. And it's like, well, what does that mean? You know?
Like that seems
because
like
vocals for live sound, I mean, there's reverb. Like I have a setting where I turn Vox reverb up and down. So it's like, there's that application. Then there's studio application, you know, where like the U6T to me is like super technical, super detailed. But would I use that in the studio? Like, it's almost like, sometimes when I'm in like, I'm just a producer. I'm not an audio engineer. So maybe for Marty, he'd want something like more like the Zigot Horizon where like, maybe I'd want something that's actually a little bit more colored when I'm recording, you know? So the whole accuracy thing. And then in terms of audiophile jargon, it's like, is it accurate to the meta? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. And like headphones is a funny thing too. Cause like a lot of people be like we've gotten a few instances where people want to mix and master with like the Dan Clark E3. And I'm like,
I just don't know.
Yeah, I just don't understand that. Yeah. Like that's so interesting to me. Like I'd always
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
he's not listening.
And like even even like some Sennheisers out there, like I guess. I just always think of mixing and mastering of studio monitors or just like crap gear. I just always think like if it sounds good on
for mixing mastering, you want something super reference.
Yeah,
like you want to mix it.
But are Bayer Dynamics super reference? Like, because their treble coloration seems like a lot. Or Audio Technica's like reference? Because I always think of them being pretty soft leaning rather than super. Like, it's so
their budget open back stuff you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, dude, those would be great for monitoring when you're recording. Like, maybe not. And even that has applications because if you're recording with an SM7B and you have an open back, then it's going to pick it up. So, I mean, maybe if you're recording direct, all this is to say that, like...
Is the SM7B accurate?
Dude, Peter Beninati was hating on the SM7B. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I always, like, as a producer first... it's so funny calling myself a producer. As someone who has made music before being an audiophile, I've always thought of, like, the SM7B as, like, the GOAT.
That's what I thought. That was the GOAT.
You know what? I came up with a theory on the SM7B.
It's on Joe Rogan. It's got to.
Okay. Yeah. So I came up with a theory on why the SM7B is so popular. First of all, Andrew, you can tune off now. I've been taking this SM7B home Monday afternoons so I can record with it until we do the podcast.
I don't think he'll have a problem with that.
I know he
won't. We take $2,000 IMs home.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Andrew, you can keep listening. I've been taking this home and I've been recording with it and I love it. I think it sounds tremendous. And I had like an MXL condenser microphone that is great. It's on Amazon, but I've been using this to record and I think it sounds excellent. And like Jake Morrell, like before I was producing and like he would record for me, like he had the SM7B and a cloud lifter and like that's what he used. And then you have Joe Rogan, who has, say what you want about him, I kind of can't stand the guy, but he has the #1 podcast in the world. And he has SM7Bs. And he's talking to Mark Zuckerberg. Like, so it's like, I think that we just see like, okay, well, this is the most popular podcast of all time, and they're using SM7Bs. And I wonder if people look to Joe Rogan and they're wanting to start a podcast and they're like, we need his
Joe Rogan has it. Yeah, of course they do.
Like the John Boy guys use them, and like, some of the Barstool stuff, like the Barstool podcast, like they all use SM7Bs. Like I think it's just because of Joe Rogan. Yeah. Maybe they're not that good.
All this to say, what is accuracy?
All this is to say,
who the heck knows?
I have no idea if accuracy is real. So you know what? I think you're right, Matty. I think you just changed my mind. Accuracy doesn't
really?
exist.
Oh, what were you before that?
I just would have said, this is so noob, I just would have said that if something's really accurate, then it's probably more reference leaning, and like that's like as the artist intended. You know what I mean? That's what I would have thought, that would have been my interpretation of accuracy. And maybe that's still not wrong. And maybe we just, when we're talking to customers, we have to maybe ask what they're looking for in terms of accuracy. Accurate compared to what? Yeah. I think that's more like how we should phrase that conversation, like when we're communicating with people. And I'm just saying, like, I think like I appreciate your take, and I think that I would agree.
Wow. I wonder if that's ever happened for someone who's listening on Bloom Pod. Like a listener's like, wow, Matt and Jake said something that just changed my opinion.
Yeah, let us know if you think like, we're completely idiotic or if we've changed your mind, because
that's so mind-boggling to me that someone would be like, yeah, you know what? I think he's right. I'm going to change my mind.
Dude, it feels like so much pressure, and that's why I say I can't think about it, because that's when it starts to freak me out.
I know, but that's happened to me before on podcasts.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I guess it's only natural, but that just feels weird. I should not have any influence over what people think.
It feels like I shouldn't have any influence. And it's so funny because we do reviews for stuff that we sell, and then we're telling people we shouldn't have any influence. So I guess like that is like, so I can say confidently, yes, it has happened, because I've seen people that come into the comments and they're like, Matt, I loved did you review? No, you didn't review the DX180. You probably just recommended it because it's awesome. Yeah. But I'm just saying, people have come into our comments like, hey Matt, I love the review. I got this IM. Based on your review,
it's like, crazy. That rocks my world. Like it's
cool though, isn't it?
Of course, it's awesome. It's the coolest feeling in the world.
That's why content is so rewarding.
Yeah, but it's scary. I don't, that terrifying. Responsibility of people's hard-earned money. Like, I know how hard people work out there. I know things can be tight for folks. Some things are a lot less tight for folks in our industry. But like, there's some people out there that's really mustering up a lot of hard-earned cash, and to have influence over their buying decision, that means a great deal to me. So I never want to sway somebody in a direction that I feel is dishonest or misleading. So
oh yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's, I say this a lot, but like I really thought that content would just like be an easy way to just help out the company. I don't know. I get started. I'm like, Matty D does videos. That looks fun. I'll do it. And like the only thing that I had going for me was I didn't care about being in front of a camera.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm like, oh, this is so hard, and like this is such a grind, really, and so tedious, and there's so much pressure, and like, I don't know, man. That's why, like I said, if I think about it too much,
that's why I don't. Like I used to think about it a lot. Now it's like
it's funny how much we look at views and we look at likes and we look at comments, but like, so we do think about it. But that's from like an objective way. But if you think about it in a personal way, it's like. My mind is dark and full of treacherous things. 1.8K people have watched my review on the RU9. I've gotten some feedback that it wasn't very technical. I'm not good at what I'm doing.
Oh, source gear is hard to review. It is hard.
Yeah.
It's so much harder to me than IEMs and headphones and things like that.
Yeah. It was an interesting first review. Yeah. It's an interesting thing to have that be my first long form review that I did, the Cayenne RU9. I'm really excited to do this Prelude review.
Yep.
I think that's going to be like it's definitely going to be more, well, because of the feedback, it's going to be more technical. But I also just generally have a better understanding on the technicalities of an IM or of a headphone as opposed to like source gear. Like, people are asking about like the chips inside and how they can, and I'm just like, oh man, like you kind of getting me here. Like I'm not, maybe I can compare, like that's why I was just comparing like my impressions to other units like that, but I don't know.
It's a tricky thing.
It's tricky. Let's get into the CS question of the week here.
Here we go. The big one. I don't know if it's ever been bigger than any other ones before, but I feel like this is the big one. It's episode 10. This is the big one.
It's episode 10. Congratulations. Congrats, bro.
Thanks, man. Congrats to you too.
Do you trust pre-owned gear in this hobby? Would you buy pre-owned gear in this hobby? What's your experience been?
Wow.
just all about pre-owned, and like not just pre-owned, because when we talk about pre-owned at Bloom, it's a different thing. So this is just, well, let's just generally say secondhand stuff in this hobby.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts? What are your takeaways? Maybe from a Bloom side, from a consumer side, where you at?
I've technically bought one piece of gear pre-owned that I just realized now, because I was like, I guess I haven't. It's Prismatica.
Yeah.
So I bought my Prismatica secondhand. Technically, it doesn't really feel like it counts as secondhand because it was from Ice Tongue himself.
His personal set.
Basically, his personal set. Yeah.
Such a fun.
It's awesome. Yeah,
I met Ice Tongue. I'm never going to fail.
So technically I have, but for the most part, I've never bought used in this hobby. And that was because of my previous viewpoint on pre-owned gear before I got into this hobby. So when I was, buying graphics cards, computer components, I don't know, clothes, like even, I guess, like I just always bought new. That was just, not because I just never had experience with pre-owned stuff, and I didn't really know. I started to get into thrifting in high school, and that was like, oh, this is cool. And I guess that was kind of my entry point of like, you should actually buy secondhand. I guess is really efficient, very, beneficial pricing wise, whatever. And now being in the industry, I encourage people all the time, like buy used. I'm always on Head-Fi Classifieds looking. Like, it's not from a lack of, I think that buying pre-owned, you're going to get burned. It's honestly just from a lack of opportunity. Like, there was a Focal Elix this time last year that I was about to buy pre-owned. I got swooped up before I was able to purchase it, but it was like $375, looked in great condition.
Yeah.
And like, when I first got a job here doing the open box stuff, my eyes were like, blown away. Like, wow, like this is like brand new. Like, I can't believe we're not selling this brand new, but obviously we can't do that. And then like when we first started the pre-owned stuff, I was the one actually kind of managing it all. I cleaned all the things. I tested everything, made sure it was all in working order, whatever. And I was just like, dude, this guy's had this gear for 3 to 4 years. Looks like it's barely been out of the box. Obviously, that's going to differ from seller to seller. That's the risk with pre-owned. But now having a better understanding of A, the condition of which audiophiles usually keep their gear.
Yeah.
B, when you buy used from like a dealer or a brand partner, they often really take care of you. Like, we will take care of you. I've, again, purchased from Ice. Like he brought it back to Hong Kong to polish it, basically refinish it, make sure it's all in working order. Like, people in this hobby, when they're selling secondhand gear, it's usually really taken care of. So I encourage people all the time. Like, our open box deals are really great condition.
Yeah.
They're basically, returned usually within a week, within 2 weeks.
Max 30 days.
Yeah, max 30 days for battery stuff.
But usually it's not.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I haven't personally, I guess, purchased a authentic secondhand unit, but it's really just from a lack of opportunity, man. If I see stuff on Head-Fi Classifieds, I'm picking it up. Yeah,
man. I mean, so kind of what you kind of nailed my point right on the head too, that and this is just like Shilltown, USA, but
we should just put a big sign here that just says
Shill
Audio. I think that'd be good.
We're rebranding.
Yep.
But Bloom has changed my perspective on pre-owned stuff too. And even I was still open to buying pre-owned stuff. A lot of my guitar pedals are pre-owned. I have a pre-owned electric guitar. I'm looking for a pre-owned Jazzmaster right now. Yep. In the music world, I've pretty much everything I bought besides my acoustics been pre-owned. And I guess in the audiophile world, I'm trying to think, like, I have a pre-owned IEM and I have a pre-owned DAP. Mm-hmm. Both of which are in excellent condition. And I mean, the IEM I've been listening to for months, and someone had it for over a year, and like it works great. Like, as long as there's good QC and it's kept up well, then like really what's the problem, right? And for me, like with Bloom kind of changed my mind on it too. And I feel comfortable. Stuff like in the music world, it's a little bit different because a lot of times, like if you get something pre-owned in the music world, you're buying it directly from the person that's selling it. Where Bloom, it's like, we're giving you the guarantee. Like I would just feel comfortable from Best Buy at this point. And Best Buy, it's a little different. It's like corporate. Like I get that, but like maybe Crutchfield. Crutchfield has like home audio stuff. I think they even have TVs, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I think Crutchfield has a large variety of stuff that isn't just audio.
And I know that Crutchfield has really reputable customer service. And like
yes,
for
they
me,
do. They have very good customer.
They're terrific. And for me, I would feel super comfortable buying open box or secondhand or pre-owned from a company like Crutchfield. Like I think, and that's coming from Bloom and our standards of what secondhand stuff is, right? Especially with the open box stuff being really, really close to like new. I mean, in our open box program, if there's something wrong, like we'll send it back. Like, and it's and that's so rare. And I do returns. Like, trust me, like it's really rare that I have to deny a return request. Like, I just think that it's just such a good way to get stuff at such a good price. And like, I have so much pre-owned music gear, and I mean, half of my audiophile collection is secondhand, and like, I'm happy with it. I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
That's a way, like, I think a good way to describe it. Like, my Zen's T Pro, my FIO FT1 Pros, I bought brand new. My Moondrop Variations and my SR35 were both gifted to me.
Yep.
When I'm listening to my variations, or if I'm like, I don't think like, oh, this is pre-owned, oh, this is my beater set. Like, no, like actually the variations are really nice. It's the nicest thing. It's the nicest piece of listening gear I have in my collection. Like I view it more as a treat. Yeah. I don't even think about it. So like, that's where you can get, but like, I've always been kind of open to it, but Bloom has made me even more open to like buying a TV off Crutchfield. I hope Crutchfield has TVs.
They do.
Yeah. Man, so like I got to be like, get me on the email noties, baby. I need NOLED.
Yeah, like, for real.
Yeah, man. I think it's interesting. People will like freak out a little bit about it. And I totally understand, because if you've been burned on like an eBay purchase, like, dude, I get it.
My mom still hates eBay to this day because she bought a PlayStation 2 off there, and they shipped her something like a paperweight basically to make sure the box like weighs that.
Oh, she got hoodwinks, man.
I know, dude.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah. Lisa, of all people.
That was like one of the early days.
God, why do bad things happen to good people?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's so sad.
But a lot of audiophiles love brand new and the packaging pristine. Like, very interesting.
Well, dude, I think this hobby just caters to people that are like pretty like anal about something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like for you to care so much about how an IEM sounds, where it's like you can love something, but there's an 8K peak, and like that's the only reason why you return something. Like this hobby caters to people that are seeking perfection. And you know what's funny is like you get someone that's seeking perfection in their sound reproduction. They're seeking perfection in the fact that like I used a lint roller on the packaging of this IEM, because like it should be if we're advertising it as like new, then it should be like new, you know? So I get it. Like that's just this industry, and that's just this hobby. So it is interesting, but people do freak out about it. They're like, I'm thinking about buying the open box LCD XC, but like, what is the condition? Give me the
full story.
And we're happy to tell you. I mean, we'll pull it up. I'll be like, this dude literally had it for a week and hated it. Like he listened to it for 2 hours.
And everything.
Well, it's easy for us, and remakes, whatever. But it's an interesting topic. I would just say, like, if you're listening to this podcast and you're a fan of Bloom Audio, obviously you can hit us up and we'll give you the full rundown. But like, I promise you, our open box and our pre-owned stuff, like, cause dude, like, and we should just say this because no one's perfect. Like, we've been zinged for pre-owned products that, you know, they get something and something was wrong, and and then we've had to actually change mistakes. Our like SOP of like how we're screening pre-owned gear, you know, because then there's a difference of like maybe someone just misses the return window here at Bloom and they've had it for a couple months. It's like, hey, man, I'm sorry, like this doesn't qualify for open box, but like, we'll take your DAP. Like, this is how we're going to have to do it. This is how much we can offer. And so you get that sometimes. And then that's like, that'd be the best case scenario. If you end up with a pre-owned product that like just missed our return window.
We usually list that too.
Yeah.
Like we'll usually say.
Like you know. A Bloom certified original.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on. What a pull that was. That was awesome, dude.
But, you know, but then on the contrary, sometimes it's like, like this is an older unit. This is the first variant of this IEM that now there's 3 variants of it. And we've got zinged where it's like, you know, we didn't measure it. We just listened to it. Like before we're like, it's like, oh, like whatever, it got slipped through the cracks. And then it's like, hey, I just got this pre-owned thing, and pre-owned's final sale.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got this pre-owned U4S, and there's a left channel imbalance in the low end. And we're like,
bummer.
Shoot, dude.
We gotta make sorry. This right. Yeah.
Please send this back. Like, we'll give you a brand new unit. Like, and we'll always make it right. But like, you know, all that's to say is that like we've been zinged before, and like, so
we get the pain, and we understand the pain of it.
Well, not only do we understand the pain of it, but like rest assured that like we've like changed policies to like make sure, like we're always striving for perfection. So like, if you're listening to this podcast and you're a Bloom customer, like we're gonna hook you up with some secondhand gear. I promise. It's in good shape. We'll get you a good price.
Buy secondhand.
Buy secondhand.
I think that's the end of the that topic.
That's the end of the topic. That really brings us to the end of the episode. It felt short today. It just felt like dialed in. It always feels shorter than it is. Sometimes it feels longer than it is. I'm telling you, this room, it's like time doesn't exist in here.
I forget we're on a podcast sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah, sometimes
you have to.
I'll be like, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, wait, the camera's rolling. I don't know. I always am looking at myself in this monitor, and then I'm realizing that like all that people are ever really getting is like a side profile of my mid jawline. Remember we had the chin on, and he was. Oh, the chin was measuring the chin. Yeah.
Chin measures chin regards.
Yeah. Chin regards.
I guess we can wrap up.
Cool.
The usual thank yous to all of our goats in the comment section. We love comments, dude. Just comment. Tell me how you feel. If you've been listening to this podcast and you've never commented, I want you to leave a comment on this episode.
I want you to say, I'm a little shy right now, but I'm gonna comment.
Don't be shy. I want to know you. I want you to know me.
Yeah. I feel like if we get to know each other, we might really have a good friendship.
Yeah, I feel like if you got to know me, you would love me. So that ghost listener, I'm talking to you, baby. Comment on this podcast.
Now they're scared.
I'm making you a little uncomfortable. Dang it, we got to reshoot the whole episode. Thanks everyone for listening. We have I'm so excited about next week's episode.
How could you not be?
It's going to be really fun.
I might get sniffing salts before it. Yeah.
Oh. Have you ever tried those?
Yeah. Dude, I was playing flag football one time. This is like, you should not need to get that fired up for flag football, but we were getting fired up. And it was like championship game. It was freezing. It was
and you did the smelling
sauce? It was probably like 25 degrees wind chill. Probably brought it down to like 14. It was like, this sucks, but like, we got to go. Some guy was like, you ever done these? And I was like, no, what is that? Sniffing salts.
How close to your nose did you get?
I was probably here because at first I was like, had them low because I've seen like pro football players do it and they have like that reaction. I was like, all right, like I can't do that. So I had it real low and I was like, oh, maybe I did, like maybe they're kind of weak. And I put them real close. I was like, it got me so riled up.
How do you feel after that?
It's just like for those 30 seconds that you just did that, like it's like, all right, the cold doesn't matter. Like, let's play ball. So then it kind of gets you out of that, like that thought process, like, dude, this sucks, to like, oh wow, like let's do this. So you kind of reinvent yourself. Matthew McConaughey YouTube video. Time to reinvent yourself.
It's the art of reinventing.
Oh, the art. Oh, I screwed it up.
People do a similar kind of thing where they put chapstick. They close their eyes and they put chapstick on their eyelids. Yeah. And apparently it just like kind of just like jolts you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm good off that one.
I mean, I think I'm generally good off of all of that.
Yeah.
But I would do smelling salts.
All right. I'll pick them up for.
If you pick them up, I'll do them on the podcast.
Yo, guess that you've never been on this podcast. You're about to do this. Let's do it.
Let's do that. You pick up smelling salts and we'll do them on the next podcast.
All right. I think
it sounds like a drug. It's not a drug.
It's not a drug.
It's kind of a drug.
I don't know.
Are they legal?
Yeah, they're legal.
Are they FDA regulated?
I don't know about that, but they're legal.
All right. Tune in next week. We're going to do smelling salts on the podcast. And we're going to put Burt's Bees chapstick on our eyes. It's like, sir, how long have you been in this industry? We have a really special next couple of weeks. Next week, we're going to have a special guest on. That could be a 90-minute episode.
Could be 4 hours.
I hope it never ends. We might go Joe Rogan on you next week.
Yeah, we might go 5-6 hours.
Probably not.
We're not going
to
go
time's
5-6
valuable.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah. But next week, we're really excited. We're going to have our first guest appearance. And then the following week, sadly, I'll be going on without my brother, Matthew. But we're going to have another guest appearance. Next two episodes are going to be more interview style. So be on the lookout for that. A little bit different than the regularly scheduled program, but it's going to be really fun.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited, man. I can't wait. So definitely make sure you tune in. Leave us a comment. Hop in the live chat. Come say what's up. Come to Bloom. Come listen to some headphones. Make the trip.
Yep.
Make the trip. If you fly out to Bloom Audio because of the podcast to listen to stuff, we'll take you out to lunch.
Yeah, even if we have to personally pay for it. Yeah, we'll do that. Nah, we're not going to personally pay.
All right. Do you have anything to sign off? Because I feel like we somehow started talking about smelling salts.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
If you buy them, I'll do them. I'm serious.
I'm going to get them.
That'll be a good reel, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Jake freaking passes out. Medical emergency on the Bloom Pod. Has anyone been hurt from them? Can we get into smelling salt? You can sign off. I'm going to look into how safe this is.
Can we hit them with a little PN? No? Wait, what? A little PN? I don't want to,
Well, smelling salts are generally safe when used occasionally as intended, releasing ammonia gas to stimulate alertness.
Whoa.
However, they can be dangerous if overused, causing irritation to the eyes, nose, lungs, or triggering breathing issues in people with asthma or respiratory conditions. Prolonged exposure may lead to headaches, nausea, or in rare cases, severe reactions. Misuse, like inhaling too closely or frequently, increases risks. Consult a doctor if you have any health concerns.
No way.
Disclaimer, ChatGPT is not a doctor. Please consult one. Do not share information that... Oh, boy. We should just say this is not the program to learn about smelling salts. You can take our audiophile advice for what it is. Please don't take our health advice. I'm 5'9", 180 pounds, fast food most days. Don't listen to what we do, man. Go for a run, drink water.
Yeah.
Let's sign off.
Dude, I haven't laughed that hard in a while.
Peace noobs. That was so noob.